So this time I'm going to make a video showing how you can cut your hair with elastics and the impact of where you put the elastic on the cut you get. So the first thing you need is hair scissors. Don't use normal scissors, they should be hair scissors. So this is another way to cut it, where you just separate your hair into two parts, so it has to be perfect. Don't forget to really stretch it with the comb, and then you just put it together on your chin, really at the middle here with an elastic, and then with your hands you just go down like this, so it goes straight until the end, and then you just cut it straight. So when I did this, what happened is, as you can see, my hair got rounder. So the second method, or the third method, is to make a ponytail here. So it's on top of your head, but at the end, so in the back. And you just grab all your hair there, put it in the middle with an elastic, and then you go with your fingers to the front until you reach the end. And then you just cut it straight. So the next method is to make a ponytail in the middle of your hair, of your head. So the same as before, but this time in the middle. So you go with your fingers, straighten it up. I also recommend never cut too much. Always go little by little. If there's something you want to cut more, you can always go back. But if you cut too much, then there's nothing you can do anymore. Okay. So this other method is the same, but this time you put the elastic right in front, so in the front part. So actually at the top of your forehead. And then you repeat. And you just cut straight. So by doing this, what happens is you create more layers in the front part of your hair. So what happens is that this one, which is framing your face, will be smaller than this one here, which is in the back of your head. When you do it in the back, it's the other way around. It will be like this. So to create middle layers, what you have to do is go from where your hair begins, so on top of your hair, and you make a straight line, more or less, and then you put your hair in a ponytail. Once again, it's the same thing. You can either do it in the back, in the middle, or in the front. I will do the three of them for you to see the difference. So I started by doing it here in the back. I go with my head, my hands, my fingers, make it straight. Then when I reach the end, I cut it. Okay, so it's straight. Just one more thing I want to say. Some people, they prefer, instead of cutting it straight, so they cut it straight, but then they prefer to go in and do like this with the scissor. If you do like this with the scissor, it won't look so straight, so it will look less perfect. Some people like it. I personally don't do that because I have wavy hair and interferes then a little bit with the clumps. It's the same as using a thinning shear. You can also use it if you have straight hair, but if you have wavy or curly hair, it's not good because it might interfere with the clumping of the curls. Now it's exactly the same thing, but my ponytail is now in the middle instead of in the back. So I will now cut straight also. Same thing, but now with the ponytail in the middle of your forehead. Well, actually, in the front part of your head, so on your forehead, and cut straight. Okay, and this is the result. Here on the side. So if you want the layers to be more up, so if you want to have layers more on the top part of your hair, then what you can do is do another step. So we already did with the whole hair, grabbing the hair on top of your ears. Now you do it from your eye line. So you go with your thumbs to the corner of your eyes, and then you just go straight, and that's the hair you grab. You make the ponytail once again, either in the back, the middle, or the front. I will do all three to show you. So from the back, same thing as always. You make it straight. So make sure that it's really straight and detangled. Go with your fingers, make a straight line, and just cut. Same thing, but now in the middle. So just going to cut it straight again. My idea is not to make something very dramatic. I just want to cut the ends and creating some layers at the same time, but nothing very dramatic. I think for dramatic things you should go to a hairdresser. Okay, same thing, but now in the front. Yeah, if you're doing this for the first time, I always recommend it to do it with wet hair. Just cut a little and just try one method, don't try all of them, because it's much harder to do it with dry hair. It's hard to catch the hair and do it straight. And okay, so this is the final look in the back, and on the side. Yeah, my hair looks really crappy now because I have wavy hair and I just brushed it many times, so I'll try and fix it a little and I will show you the results in a more presentable way. Okay, so this is the best I can do without actually washing my hair. I don't use heat on my hair, so I'm not going to use curling iron or anything like that. So this is just for you to see the result. So this is how it looks like in the back. And this is how it looks like on the side. So here on the side you can really see the differences between the methods. So here you can see that it's going diagonally like this. See? It's going diagonally like this. This is the result of putting the elastic in your forehead, so in the front. And here, for instance, you can see it going diagonally down. See? It's here, for instance, you can see that it's shorter here than here, and this is the result of doing it at the back of your head. So before I showed you how to cut the hair, and I had my hair dry, and you could see how hard it was to grab it. And the reason I did it while dry, was because it was easier to show you the results as I was doing it. But actually, I always cut my hair oiled, so it's not wet, it's just oiled. This is also good for the hair, to oil your hair from time to time. So I oiled my hair, and the last thing I want to show you is how to frame the face. So what you do is you put your fingers on the corners of your eyes, and then you go up, and everything you grab from then to the front, you just grab together, and then you brush it, put the elastic in front of your face, and then you go with the scissor and you cut. So I washed my hair, I'm now in the process of drying it, and I just wanted to show you what happens when you just take this part here of the hair, so just the top part, like the last step we make, and what happens is on the side you will get this. So when you put it to the side like this, so it's like a bang, right? That when you put it to the side, you get a very strong effect like this. So on dry hair, this last method where we just went from the eyeline up and basically got the bangs and did a ponytail and cut it straight, this is the effect you get on dry hair. So this is the effect on the side. So as you can see, it's a pretty strong effect here you get. It's very pronounced. So this is what happens when you cut it, just the bangs, so to say. Now I want to show you on dry hair also what happens when you put the ponytail in the back of your hair. I'm sorry, in the back of your head, so here. So you will get shorter pieces in the back, longer pieces in the front. And this is what happens when you put the ponytail on the top of your forehead, so in the front. You will get shorter pieces in the front and bigger pieces in the back. So to summarize, I tried to show you all the methods, the result on the cut. For all the methods I saw people using with elastics. So many of the methods I also tried this time for the first time. So I will tell you what I use always, and I will tell you what I think is best, and you saw the results on the several methods, so you decide for yourself then. So I personally think the best is to use hair scissors and just use those scissors for your hair and nothing else. I also think it's better, in my opinion, I prefer to cut my hair oiled, although I would recommend, if it's your first time cutting your hair by yourself, to do it on wet hair. Wet hair is the easiest hair to cut, and dry hair is the hardest hair to cut. And I personally don't like brushing hair or combing hair that is wet, so that's why I use oiled hair. But of course, you are free to choose the method you think it's better. Regarding the place where you put the ponytail, I personally do always 3 layers, so the whole hair behind my ears and from the eyeline straight. So I never do this top one just with the bangs. I think I did it now for the first time to try it, and I didn't like. I think it's too strong, the effect. So I think when you do from the eyeline straight, you manage to grab also more hair from the middle part of your hair, so the effect is more subtle, and I think it looks better. But yeah, if you want a strong effect, maybe this is also pretty, I don't know. I personally won't do it again. So I do the 3 methods: whole hair, behind your ears, and straight from your eyeline. And I put my ponytail always only on the front. I had never tried the middle and the back before. I saw some people doing it and I wanted to try it, but I personally don't really like the effect. I think it's prettier when it's shorter in the front and longer in the back, but that's just my opinion. So to summarize once again, hair scissors, oil the hair, 3 layers only, don't do the bangs, and always with a ponytail on the forehead.